There we are. Hey, everybody. How are y'all doing today? We're going to get right into this. I'm making a gingerbread man Christmas tree topper. I forgot. This is a spur of the moment live, so I didn't have time to post that I was going live or nothing like that. So I was sitting here. I have an order for a gingerbread man tree topper. So I was sitting here making the bows, and I thought, why not just pop on and go live? So y'all say hello when you jump on. The supplies I got from Hobby Lobby. I've got from Craft Outlet. I got some from the store Shirley's in Collins, and they do have a Facebook page, and you can order online from them. They have a website. I don't know the name of the website. I'm sorry. So we're going to get started, and the way I do my tree toppers is I put them all together and I'll wrap them, and I'll show you how I wrap them and how I get them where they're sturdy and you can attach them to the Christmas tree. So I was drinking something before I came on, and I kind of got a frog in my throat. Now that I'll cut that little loop off. Okay, so, and these little gingerbread men, they had short little stems. Yeah, so they were about that long. So I just took another stem and wrapped it on there. Hey, Miss Andrea, how are you feeling? I was sitting here. I just said I was sitting here. I knew I needed to make these, but I didn't really plan to go live, but I was sitting here and said, why not? I got to get this done. So I said I might as well just jump on. Why not? And so I try to make them where they'll be pretty from the front, the back, the sides. So it takes a few minutes to get them all your stuff adjusted, but hey, Miss Robin, I'm sorry it was last minute. But I was sitting here making my bows, and I thought, why not just jump on live? I got to make this for a lady anyway, so that's what happened. I said, well, if nobody jumps on live, well, they can watch the replay. So I kind of want my gingerbread man at different heights. So how are y'all? No problem. I'm a little better. Glad to see you. I was bored, stuck in my room. Bless your heart. Well, I'm live now, and Miss Robin will be live later this evening, so you'll have plenty of entertainment. We can entertain you today. Okay, so I kind of got these in a triangle. I think I want to use. They did not have the picks that I wanted. I went to Hobby Lobby Saturday. And they didn't have all their Christmas stuff out, y'all. And I jumped up and ran to Collins this morning and to go to Shirley's, and they didn't have what I was looking for. So I was like, really? Just forget it. I'll just make do with what I got. Getting them all just right is the hardest part. Then once we get it kind of situated, it goes pretty quick. I'm trying to have all my price tags taken off, except for the one I didn't know I was going to use. That one keeps wanting to come around. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of tape here on here. Miss Robin, are you still getting cool weather? You and Miss Andrea both, I think, had cooler weather. So it's like a bouquet for the top of the tree. Yes, ma'am. It's exactly what it is. That's a good way to describe it. A bouquet for the top of the tree. And you just kind of want it kind of whimsical. That's the way I kind of like mine. That out that way. Y'all, that big one, that the one with the elf legs that I just made, I think I posted a little clip of it. That one, it was a doozy. I would not have done it on a live for sure. It was contrary, cantankerous, all of the things. And because it was so big, so heavy, I was glad when it was done. Okay, so now we can add, and the big one, let me tell you, the big one I would wrap. Every time I got a few in there, I'd wrap it, because trying to keep it together just wasn't very easy at all. No, it's warmer. Well, I guess I have to stay down south for a few more days. We're supposed to be getting hotter and hotter until next Saturday. I think it's supposed to start cooling down for us. Hopefully we get some rain, y'all. My grass is dying. I was out last night watering all my fruit trees, and I got eat up by a million mosquitoes. My husband was not sympathetic with me. He was like, well, you know not to go out there at, dusk. well, I made watermelon jelly yesterday, and I canned some okra, so I was in the kitchen all day. Like, I didn't have time until 6:30. You know, I'm just so ready for fall or Christmas. Just bring on some cool weather. That's all I want. So we're going to put this one on. And I have learned by doing these over the last few years, I go ahead and finish the bottom part of this before I put my bows on. Still have to stay in my room because my son is now negative. Well, that, I'm glad, Miss Andrea. It's warmer there also. I think there's a heat wave going on. Yes, we're so glad your son is doing better. Now we got to get you to doing better. Did you get some medicine? All right, we're going to have to bring a little curlicue over that way. If her tree moves very much, like I always had rotating tree stands, she had one of them, these little bells would just jingle, jingle, jingle. Okay, and depending on the size of the tree topper, depends on what size and how long my dowel is. The one I made the other day that was 40 inches tall, it was very heavy, and I used a very big dowel, and it was longer. So, and you'll see why here in just a second. Because I fix it where they can attach it, because these are pretty heavy with all the picks and candies and sprays and all that goes into them. So I fix them where they can be attached to the stem of the tree. Be careful, Rachel, those mosquitoes are carrying all types of bad viruses. They are stayed up here morning everywhere. I heard that, Miss Robin. I heard that about Massachusetts, I think. They told them they had might be issuing maybe a curfew because they was going to be spraying poisonous. Hey, they bit me up and down my legs, my arms, my ankles, my feet. Y'all need to keep those mosquitoes up north. Yes, you got your meds same day. Okay, good deal. Thank you, Miss Robin. I love your shirt, Miss Rachel. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Yes, got you sprinkle it. Oh, thank you, Miss Robin. You didn't have to. I just said I wanted to make sure I messaged you because I was just sitting here. Okay, so this, let me get my, this is like a little t-shirt dress, and it came from Walmart, and it is so comfortable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down maybe about 2 inches on this one. And we're going to put some hot glue right here on one side. need that little tool. And then we're going to go down here. About right there. And put us another one. On the big one also, I ran all kind of hot glue up in here and down the stems because it was, hey, Miss Candace. How are you, my sweet friend? Listen, and prep for tonight. No problem, Miss Robin. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. How are you? Okay, now what we're going to do is, I'm still praying for you too, Miss Candace. We're going to put right up here at the top. Go ahead and put some going down. I'm going to fit it up here to the top. Just like this. So y'all can make your own tree topper and not have to make one. You can make it. You can make it the way you want it. We're doing okay. Well, I'm still praying for you. I pray for Miss Andrea. I pray. Y'all, there's just a long list that, you know, I called out a bunch of names every morning. You're so very welcome. Our God is still a healer. Okay. Let me go ahead and bring some glue around on this side. Just all the way down. And then about right here, I'm going to poke a hole. This is felt. And felt is pretty easy to poke a hole in. Pull that pipe cleaner through. Then we're going to come down here and poke a hole. Go. Well, let's see. Let's just go ahead and cut it instead of cutting my length off. Just cut it like this. So once you decide what you want in your tree topper, it doesn't take long to make once you make that decision. That's my hardest thing, is deciding what I want in it. But this is for a lady. She lives about an hour north of us, and she gets me to do her garlands and her wreaths and her tree toppers. And she texted me the other day and she said, Hobby Lobby has Christmas 50% off. I said, I saw that. She said, yeah, I'm fixing to go. And so later that day, she texted me back and she said, well, I had $1,000 shopping spree at Hobby Lobby. She said, I got 3 more trees. I said, oh my goodness. She said, so I need some tree toppers. That just sounds like a lot of work to me. Putting up that many trees. Now, if you left them up and just rolled them like into a different room, but to have to decorate them all every year, oh my goodness. Let me get this somewhat straight here. So she's got elves, gingerbread men. She added the red truck this year. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Miss Andrea. I bet you are. I'm so sorry. I hate that for you, Miss Candace. So if my tree is flocked, white felt, cover the stem. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Miss Andrea. You can use white felt, and that way it won't show up. It'll be camouflaged and hid. Now, I have a green tree that's got a lot of, it's a heavily flocked tree. Something just fell. And I used the green, and you couldn't see it. But now it was covered with a ton of ornaments. Go about it'll end up being about a ½ inch past the little dowels there and stems. Y'all, this little tool came from Dollar Tree. If you need it, it's in the craft department. God is bigger. That's right. Amen, Sister Candace. The older I get, the thinner the trees I'm on. I can decorate them faster. Right, Miss Andrea? So you would put this next to the stem, and you would take your pipe cleaners, wrap it around the stem, and then tie it tight, and it holds it snug as a bug. And we don't need you. So now I'll come back and kind of bring these out a little bit so that they're not just stuck all flat. But there's no use in doing that until we put our bows on. So I had already made these when I decided to go live, but y'all know I've got well over 100, 200, I don't know how many videos making bows. They're making wreaths and stuff. But I make this bow just like I would make a bow for a wreath. On this one I do 2 loops of 1 ribbon. Then I go 1 loop because it's going to go in between these 2. And then I go back to 2 loops. So the pattern I use for this is a 2, 1, 2, 1. That last one is going to be your center loop. So it's just a real simple pattern to go 2, 1, 2, 1. I wrap it with the zip tie, and I have my pipe cleaner running through it. So it's made just like a bow for your wreath. The only difference, the tails are a little bit longer. Now these are like 20-inch tails. So I'm going to take the pipe cleaner and I'm going to go around it. But when I do, I'm going to take it and go right up through here on this side, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go behind one of these little branches, one of these little pigs somewhere, so that it's not going to slide down, which I will end up putting a little glue on there also. So we're going to pull it. Pull it up tight. And I'm going to twist it. Now, if you're just making the one for yourself and you've got to have it up against a wall, you can make it all face forward and you wouldn't have to use but 1 bow. But when I make them to sell or make them, for somebody, I always make them where if they've got a rotating tree or if they've got it in the middle of a room, that no matter what, it's going to be pretty on every side. Okay. So then we're going to take this one. Hey, Miss Rebecca, how are you? Long time no see. What kind of bow maker do you use to make your bows? The Easy Bow Maker. I have it somewhere. I like it because basically I just use it to hold my ribbons in place as I'm making it. But it's real easy to make. And about every video that I've made making a wreath, it's got me making a bow on there. So now I'm going back, just like I did the one on front. We're going to do on back. Now I will be live tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 12 noon Eastern Time. That would be 9 Pacific, 10 Mountain. So in case I forget to tell you, I will be finishing up, I hope, our gingerbread man house. This one's a little bit more aggravating to get in there, just because I've already got one tied on. I cannot believe it's already the end of August, the very last week of August, y'all. But I'm about tired of this 100-degree weather. I'm ready for some fall weather, some cooler temps. Yeah, I seem to keep missing everyone. Oh, well, I'll be live tomorrow morning at 11 Central. So I don't know what time zone you're in, but that'll be 9. And y'all, I'm putting hot glue right here on the pipe cleaners so they don't slide up and down, they don't move, they don't come undone or anything like that. That'll be 9 Pacific, 10 Mountain, 11 Central, 12 Eastern. I'm going to try to do a few extra lives this week, because my views is down on my YouTube, so I need to get on here and see my people. See my people. Okay, so now all we have to do is do our fluffing. And you get your finger, it's wired ribbon, so you get your fingers and fluff your little loops out and get your tails turned right to make them look like they're not flat. Now it'll be easier to adjust and get all the little things like you want it. So say you would just slide that down on top of your tree and then tie it to the stem, to the trunk of the tree. That's what I need to say. And because these are just looking like they're stem straight up, we're gonna bend them a little bit and pull that one a little bit taller. Gonna pull these out a little bit. Tilt that out. And there you go. I don't know if y'all can see. It gets so tall that it's hard to get you in the camera. And we have a tree topper. I should have lifted it up, but there it is. Y'all can see the bow that way. I'll make a little video of it. Did you say gingerbread house? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, gingerbread house. That's great. I'm looking forward to seeing you make more incredible crafts. Thank you, Miss Andrea. This is beautiful, whimsical tree topper. Thank you, Miss Rebecca. We've been on the tree topper. We've done 3 videos. And this is how far we've gotten on our house. And Miss Rebecca, if you need a pattern, if you'll email me at Rachelsuniquecrafts@gmail.com, I can send me your mailing address and I can mail you a pattern. And it's all out of foam board, but we did last Tuesday and Thursday and then the Thursday before that. So this will be our 4th time. And we'll be decorating But I showed you the pattern. Everything I use, this is just foam board, so it's very inexpensive just for the foam board. And then, you know, you choose what you want to put on it, the colors and all that kind of stuff. And so it's going to be fun. I had to get me some more white foam paper, foam sheets at Hobby Lobby. That's what I went for, and to see if they had any more little picks. So they had a lot of stuff, but they didn't have everything out. And they didn't have the stuff that I wanted or I needed. So, oh no, how did I miss this? Probably because I didn't go live there for a couple of months. Everybody probably was not getting all my notifications. So, but I'll be live in the morning. But you can go back to the playlist, go to my channel and hit playlist and go down to, you can click on live playlist, or you can look on Christmas playlist or Dollar Tree playlist. And the reason why I put it under Dollar Tree, because you can make it with Dollar Tree stuff. It's foam board from Dollar Tree. They do have some foam sheets, and they do have some scrapbook paper in some of them. So you can do it with Dollar Tree stuff. So I put it on that playlist too. So and I even showed how to make the Tuesday before. Was it Tuesday? It's been within the last 4 or 5 weeks. 4 or 5 weeks, yeah. I think we made this one. We made this little gingerbread man, and he's very, very easy. Just a little bit of foam clay, and so easy. But and I added the hat the other day, sitting here on live. But the little suckers, I think you can get those at Play Code 3 on Etsy. And the little hat came from Hobby Lobby. I don't remember where I found this little hat. My mom might have found that one. This little hat was a little ornament, I think, from either Walmart or Hobby Lobby. But that video is on there, how to make little gingerbread man. Very, very easy. So it was the one right before we started doing our house. So much fun. And we'll be decorating on our house tomorrow. And I left a hole in the back of it so you can put lights up in it. So it's fun. I showed how to make the windows and the doors where you can see the light coming through it. Oh, I bet they're not, Miss Rebecca. So thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I'm shocked anybody even knew I was on, because I didn't make an announcement. So it was just a spur of the moment. I was sitting here making the bows, and I thought, well, I just might as well just jump on. So I love y'all. Y'all get to craft and make something beautiful. And I will see y'all tomorrow morning. And we'll work on our gingerbread house. Thank y'all. If y'all don't mind, hit the thumbs up and share the video for me. I'd appreciate it. Share it with a friend. You can copy the link and share it in a text or anything. So, I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great, wonderful, and a blessed evening. And Miss Rebecca, if y'all need anybody needs a pattern for the gingerbread house, just send me email, Rachelsuniquecrafts@gmail.com. And send me your mailing address, and I can send that to you. Good to see you too, Miss Andrea. I will send you a picture. It will be the best laugh you'll ever have. Good deal. I want to make a little honey bear out of the foam clay. That'd be fun. So, anyway, I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all for joining me. Bye-bye.